This is the PMC prophecy5. It's the smallest Floorstander in the new PMC prophecy range, which runs from the little stand mount model all the way up to the big prophecy9 Floorstander. It's not big, it's less than a metre tall, but it has a huge sound and is exceptionally good across a wide range of musical styles. It comes in a choice of 3 real wood finishes. This one is called Mediterranean Oak. There's also a black and there's also a darker wood colour. But what you'll notice is different about this from other PMCs is this assembly here, which houses the tweeter and the mid-bass driver in this one, which is a 2-way. This is designed to better integrate the sound of the 2 drivers and provide better directionality for the tweeter, which is up here. The tweeter is sourced from one of PMC's professional speakers, as found in studios around the world. This bass unit is all new. It's a fairly simple type of bass unit. There's nothing exotic here. It's polypropylene loaded with mineral. But PMC engineers said they chose this purely because it works best with the rest of the speaker. And that's the whole point of the design here. It's what they call holistic design. So the drivers, the cabinet, and this advanced transmission line, which PMC uses inside their speakers, are all designed to work together. The other big difference is right down the bottom. It's the Laminair X section, which is used to smooth out the airflow in the transmission line. Past models have used a plastic design in 2 sort of lozenge shaped slots at the bottom. In this one, it's a solid piece of extruded aluminium, finned here to control the airflow, and it also provides a base for the speaker. I mean, a base as in the bottom of the speaker, but also as an anchor for the entire cabinet. So it's a heavy piece of metal separated from the main cabinet with a gasket. And it means you don't need those outrigger feet that PMC have used on some of their other speakers. It's that stable. Now, I could blither on for ages about what this Laminair X thing is and how it works, but it's probably best to leave it to the experts. So here's a bit of an explanation from Ollie Thomas, who is the designer of the Laminair concept and is now co-CEO of PMC.
So one of the key technologies in the Prophecy range of products is Laminair X, which is the latest iteration and development of our Laminair technology that we released a few years ago. Laminair technology utilizes a device at the end of the transmission line exit, which uses aerodynamic principles to sort of clean up the airflow in and out of the cabinet, reducing chuffing noise, lowering distortion, and giving us greater bass efficiency. Laminair X, as I'm holding one of the pieces in front of me now, is the next iteration of that. It's a patent-pending technology. The parametrics which we use to design these are carefully simulated. And essentially we end up with a device like this with more strakes, more fins of a certain length, certain distance between them, and they fully optimize the airflow out of the transmission line.
And as for the performance, well, I've been running a pair of PMC's Prodigy 5 speakers here in this listening room for, well, since they were launched actually, and they're pretty bloody special for the money. They're 2,000 quid. These are 4575, so they're a lot more money, but they are remarkable loudspeakers in every possible aspect of their performance. The best thing about them is you just lose yourself in the music. There is superb bass here. There is great definition in the mid-band and treble. But the thing is, you don't really notice all those things. You're too busy playing the music. And I always say that when I stop listening to test tracks and start just playing stuff, that's when it all gets a bit interesting. And that's exactly what these speakers have done. They're no bigger than the Prodigies. They're 900 or so millimeters tall. Add a couple of centimeters for the spikes. They don't take up any more space than a pair of bookshelves on stands. But the level of performance is in a league of its own. They're not difficult to drive. They've got reasonable sensitivity. They've got an easygoing impedance. And you can use them fairly compact, fairly inexpensive amplifiers should you really want to. But the best thing about them is the better the amplification, the better the sources you use them, the better they sound. And when they sound good, they sound amazing.